Okay, so we're back here with the 2003 Saturn Vue, which I purchased earlier on. I went ahead and had set the timing belt on it. It started working, but it was misfiring pretty bad. So I figured something was wrong with the heads. More than likely the valves were bent. So as you can see, I've removed both of the heads. Both came off. And if you can see in this piston right here, I don't know if it's visible or not. There you go. But you can see this mark right here and that mark right there are where the valves hit. We have the same issue on this piston, though it's a little bit harder to see, but right there and right there. So the piston seems in good shape, but the heads, of course, that's a whole other deal. If we see here, you can see the two valves that are stuck open on this particular head. And then on the other head, you can see it's those two valves right there are stuck open. So all this was a result of an idler pulley that seems to have gotten loose. So it got loose and allowed it to skip a tooth and cause all this damage. So I went ahead and ordered some pair of head gaskets from Rock Auto because they were the cheapest. They were about $60 for the pair. I went to all the other local stores and they wanted $100 for the pair. I also got some new bolts too from Rock Auto. Looks like it'll be like $38 for both of them. They wanted I think over $60 for a pair. The reason you get new bolts is because these are torque to yield bolts, so they'd stretch once you install them. We didn't want to do that, but better be safe than sorry. And then I also went to the junkyard at the local U-pull and pick, and I got a pair of heads from a Saturn, I believe L300. I didn't find any views, so I bought these. I'm a little bit upset that there's a bunch of carbon buildup in there, and that's hopefully due to the pistons being bad, but I'm not so sure. These valves right here are open because the cam is hitting the both of the lobes in the open position. But I got both of them with the camshafts and everything. See, these right here. I got both of them for $95, and then if I take back the cores, they'll give me $20 for each. So it's a pretty good deal. So all I'm doing now is just waiting for the head gaskets and bolts to come in. Once they do, I'll put them back together and see how it runs. But I did run into a few issues here while taking the heads apart. The biggest being the exhaust manifold. The bolts just snapped off on all of them. I'll show you right here. So as you can see, they all just snapped off on both heads. So it looks like I'm going to have to drill them out, which is something I didn't want to do, something extra, but what are you going to do? Okay, so once everything comes back together, I'll post the results and we'll go from there.